Well, friends, a federal appeals court just affirmed E.Jean Carroll's $5 million judgment against the incoming President of the United States. Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. Okay, friends, I know this comes as no surprise, but a slim majority of the American voters decided that a man who a jury found defamed and sexually abused writer E.Jean Carroll should be our next president. Friends, before we turn to the new reporting, if you'll indulge me just 30 seconds of housekeeping. As you may know, here at Justice Matters, we're an all-volunteer operation, up and running 7 days a week, posting a legal analysis video every day, and we could not do it without your support. So if you're inclined to more formally support our all-volunteer efforts, our mission, our content, please feel free to come on over to patreon.com. You can sign up to become a patron, and if you do, I will send you some Team Justice and Justice Matters stickers and a personal handwritten note of thanks. We are in for rocky times, and we will be here with you every step of the way. And thank you to all of you who have come over to patreon.com and are supporting our efforts. Now, let's turn to the new reporting. This from NBC News. Headline, Appeals Court upholds $5 million E.Jean Carroll verdict against Trump. And that article reads, a federal appeals court has upheld writer E.Jean Carroll's $5 million civil judgment against President-elect Donald Trump. A jury had awarded Carroll the sum in 2023 after finding Trump liable for sexually abusing her in the 1990s and then defaming her after she went public with her allegations. Trump has denied the allegations and appealed the verdict, charging it was grossly excessive and should be tossed because of what he claimed were unfair rulings from the judge who presided over the 9-day trial. A panel of the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals disagreed. Quote, we conclude that Mr. Trump has not demonstrated that the district court erred in any of the challenged rulings. Further, he has not carried his burden to show that any claimed error or combination of claimed errors affected his substantial rights, as required to warrant a new trial, the judge's ruling said. Carroll's suit alleged that Trump sexually assaulted her in the dressing room of a Manhattan department store in 1996, and that he defamed her by calling her claim a hoax and a con job after he, Trump, left office in 2021. Now, friends, keeping in mind that the jury in the case found that Donald Trump's claim that this whole thing was a hoax was defamatory, let's see what a Trump spokesperson just said about the ruling by the appeals court. Stephen Chung, a spokesperson for Trump, said in response to the ruling, quote, the American people have reelected President Trump with an overwhelming mandate, and they demand an immediate end to the political weaponization of our justice system and a swift dismissal of all of the witch hunts, including the Democrat-funded Carroll hoax, which will continue to be appealed. You know, friends, I would say unbelievable, but nothing seems to be unbelievable when it comes to the depravity of Trump and company. Here's the quote from Miss Carroll's attorney regarding the appeals court ruling. Carroll attorney Roberta Kaplan said she and her client are gratified by today's decision. We thank the Second Circuit for its careful consideration of the parties' arguments. Now, at the trial, Trump did not testify or put on a defense case. His appeal focused on what he said were critical errors by the U.S. District Judge Lewis Kaplan, including allowing testimony from two other women who claimed they'd been sexually accosted by Trump. Okay, then let's have a closer look at what the Second Circuit Court of Appeals just ruled. In the case of E.Jean Carroll versus Donald Trump, in this case, after a 9-day trial, a jury found that plaintiff/appellee E.Jean Carroll was sexually abused by defendant/appellant Donald Trump at the Bergdorf Goodman department store in Manhattan in 1996. The jury also found that Mr. Trump defamed her in statements he made in 2022. The jury awarded Ms. Carroll a total of $5 million in compensatory and punitive damages. Mr. Trump now appeals, contending that the district court, Judge Lewis Kaplan, erred in several of its evidentiary rulings. These included its decisions to admit the testimony of two women who alleged that Mr. Trump sexually assaulted them in the past, and to admit a recording of part of a 2005 conversation in which Mr. Trump described to another man how he kissed and grabbed women without first obtaining their consent. Mr. Trump contends that these and other asserted errors entitle him to a new trial. On review for abuse of discretion, we conclude that Mr. Trump has not demonstrated that the district court erred in any of the challenged rulings. Further, he has not carried his burden to show that any claimed error or combination of claimed errors affected his substantial rights as required to warrant a new trial. Accordingly, the jury's verdict is affirmed. And friends, let's not forget, this is only one of the defamation cases in which a jury found in favor of E.Jean Carroll, found against Donald Trump, because Trump is also appealing Carroll's $83 million defamation judgment against him in a separate but related case centering on defamatory comments he, Trump, made about her while he was president and then after the $5 million verdict. So friends, a bitter pill though it may be, this is the person that a slim majority of the American voters decided they want back in the Oval Office. So friends, welcome to the age of American indecency. But we will not give in to the indecency. We won't. Because justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe. Please stay tuned. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.